Kia ora, and welcome to this tutorial video on dealing with tables and page breaks. In the other table video, I looked at some basics about putting a table in a page and dealing with the text wrapping both inside and outside the table. In this video, I'm going to look at issues with tables across multiple pages in a document. So here's a really long table. This one goes across 4 pages in my document. I would like to set this up so that the header row repeats at the top of every page. But when I look up here in the Table Layout tab, the Header Row Repeat button is grayed out. So the reason for this is because you have to click inside of the row that you'd like to have repeat. Now I'm just going to make it really clear first that this is the header by just going over to the left and selecting it, and then I'll just go in and format it a little bit. Maybe I'll make the text a bit bold and big, and then I'll go into the table design and do a little bit of shading in the background so that that just stands out a little bit. Okay, so there is my header row. Oops, I've just made that a little bit too big and I've been fussing with this one, so I'm just going to make that a wee bit smaller again. There we go. So I'd like that to repeat, so with my cursor selected inside of that row, I'll go to the layout and repeat header rows. And now I've got that at the top of every page. Now the reason why you have to click on this first is because sometimes people might have 2 header rows for whatever reason. So if you select on a cell in each of those rows, you'll get both rows repeating. See how EndNote referencing is now the first row on every page? So I'll go back in here once more and just turn that off and turn it on again. So I now just have that header row appearing. Okay, let's have a look at the bottom of this page. This is also making me a little bit mad. I've got this text here that slips over onto the second page, and yet all of that fits on the first page. That is a page break in the middle of my table where I don't want it to be. So I'll click inside of that row, go back up to the Table Layout tab, and in the Properties over to the left, I'll move across to the Row Settings, and in here I will stop allowing that row to break across pages. And when I click OK, you'll see that it basically has put a page break right before that row. That concludes this video on working with tables and page breaks. Thanks for your attention. Kia ora.